What does it mean to me? Well, first I'd like to point out to you a little fact that most people don't ever think. Our fathers fought World War II. Their sons fought in Vietnam. The sons of the Vietnam veterans are the ones that are fighting Iraq and Afghanistan. 3 succeeding generations of American warriors, the best that ever fielded the battlefield. Personally, every Memorial Day, I spend it at Riverside National Cemetery, except for 3. 1, I didn't have money to go to. The last 2, I've been busy fighting for America. The guys who died when I was with in Vietnam, I dream of them all the time. Sometimes I'll have a dream of a guy by the name of Larry Pepanowski. I played baseball with this man. I played baseball with Dewey, Sam, Lieutenant Nichols. In my sleep. And I wake up in the morning, heartbroken. One time, not long ago, I had the dream with Larry Pepanowski. He promised to be there when I woke up. He promised me that this was not a dream. I actually woke up that morning, laughing, looking for Larry Pepanowski for about the first 5 minutes. Larry died when he was 19. Larry and all the rest of those 19-year-olds will never be fathers, will never have families. They gave their all for that flag, for this country. The blood of our fathers, the blood of our brothers, the blood of our sons. That's what Memorial Day means to me. And there isn't one immoral Mexican nationalist that's going to take it away from me and all the blood that's spilled on the battlefield. One other story. There was another man that died in Vietnam. His name was Eddie Reyes. Just to tell you that Memorial Day means something to a lot of people. Eddie Reyes died when he was 19. He was blown apart. All they found was a rib. They delivered that rib to San Mateo, California. His mom, his father, thought that the coffin was empty until about 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I ran across a story in a newspaper, Smoking Day. I made contact with Mrs. Reyes. She told me that since the day that he died, every military parade, every Memorial Day, that she and Eddie's father would approach that parade in memorial services and ask each and every soldier if they knew Eddie Reyes in Vietnam. But the government never gave them any answers to how he died. And they never knew if the coffin was empty or if a little piece of Eddie was in it. My father died 3 years before I could talk to Mrs. Reyes. And I assured her there was one rib of Eddie Reyes in that coffin. 30-some years of pure agony. It took one newspaper article for her to find out what happened to her son. This country belongs to the American people and its American warriors. And I'll be damned if I'll let it turn into Mexico. The next veteran. Hello folks, thank you for coming out here today. It's Memorial Day 2007. Thanks Ray, Robin, and everything. What all they do for us. My name is very simply. I'm one of the youngest Vietnam veterans you'll ever meet. I was born in 55, the year that the first advisors were sent there to Vietnam. Later on, I joined the Navy at 72 at 17 years old. My mom said, go to the Navy or go to juvenile hall. I wasn't a bad kid, I was just a kicker at school. So I decided to go to the Navy. I ended up going, serving on the USS Kitty Hawk and the USS Enterprise. I had the honor of serving with the first 2 squadrons of F-14 aircraft ever put in the fleet service. That was a great thing to be proud of. We went over during the evacuation of Vietnam, during the evacuation of the embassy, and I saw them throwing the helicopters over the side of the USS Ranger to make room for Vietnamese citizens that they were bringing to this country. It was a shocking thing to see, but they deserved some help. My father served in World War II in the Tank Corps. He fought against Rommel's Raiders years in Africa. My father was in South of France during the invasion, Normandy, so he didn't take part in that, but he was in the country at the same time. My Uncle Chuck, served in the Air Force. Charles W. Malsby, Colonel Charles W. Malsby. One of the 4 pilots that took the surveillance pictures over Cuba and the U.S. lifeline. If he knew what our government was doing to sell it out to the illegal invaders, he'd be right in his grave.
Sorry?
Uncle Chuck was later shot down during the Korean War, and he was an MIA for 18 months. He was one of the officers released at the end of the war. They tortured him. He was a founding member of the Thunderbirds. The military runs in my family. And I thank you all, my family and my relatives. Thank you all for coming here today.
Thank you for inviting me here. I'm from the Pendleton 8 Rally Battalion at Camp Pendleton. We are there to support the Pendleton 8 Marine Corps who are there, plus the corpsmen who are being shackled and treated worse than the animals in Guantanamo. We are there, we've been there over a year now, every Saturday in front of the heavenly gates of Camp Pendleton. And there are a few here today who have been with me. They are over a year now. As you know, there are other Marines that are being put in prison, shackled, treated like crap. And our American media and our politicians don't do a damn thing about it. So we're determined to set it through there, and we're determined to go through to the end of it. So thank you, and keep going. God bless America.
Thank you. I'm Angie from Huntington Beach. Thank you, America. I am a legal immigrant. I was born and raised in the Philippines. My father became an American citizen the legal way, joined the Navy, served for the benefit of America and for mine and my family. Thank you for letting me to be here. It's a privilege. Thank you.
God bless you. We have somebody else who'd like to say a few words.